adjust our carbs a little bit. I'm not seeing it peeing yet. This is interesting. This is a troll plate. The Happy Troller. Interesting. You do like this, and then it kind of can lift up and down. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but so you can go like that, or put it all the way down. This is a another Earl Bent's boat, I believe. It's a Stratos. Very clean hull. Amazingly clean. 260. So, not sure what 260 means, but that's not like normal 26 feet. It's, I don't know what it is. It's probably, I don't know, 16, 17 footer or something. It's got a 90 horsepower Evinrude. And he's done some different things, like, I guess he had a nozzle in the front of his carb. And he blocked it up because this little thing blocked off. And then he's just got a hose coming around here as a primer to go back into his carb. And he told me he redid the fuel pump, he did all the gaskets and stuff. So he's disconnected the oiler, it's not working. And then he's right now, it looks like, you know, he's, you know, he doesn't know. I guess a couple things. One, we got some timing marks that somebody had put. So we're looking at top dead centers there, and they've got it, they got a mark at like 6 degrees, and then they got 28 up here. So we're gonna check that, because I think it's probably need to go back to 0. Uh-oh. Anyway, so I gotta check this out, but right now it doesn't want to tilt down. It tilts up just fine. So I'm gonna have to get in here and see what we got. These just got the relays are like in here, and they're not on the actual motor. So we're probably looking at maybe, you know, one of our relays is bad or not making a good connection. I'm saying all this, but you can't see me. So it's, anyway, it's down in this box, and it's gonna be hard, you guys, to even see this. But yeah, that's where the 2 relays are right there. And I'll swap them. Maybe it'll come back to life. Probably need some relay or a relay. I know one works, but why does the other one not work? Otherwise, we'll have to troubleshoot that, because we got to get the motor down. So I got a little Sharpie, and I'll just make a mark just because I want to make sure, you know, they go back in the slot. It probably does, but I don't know. I'm just being cautious, I suppose. So let me see if I can get this figured out. And we got rid of some boats. It's the only boat I got here today, but I got other calls. I don't know, I do one at a time and try to make them right, go from there. Had to use a manual release valve to get this to go down. taking the plugs out right now. They felt really charred up. I hope they're not. See, like that's just... Gotta be careful with these spark plugs. It's very wet. It's like fouled out. Clean them off and check them. I also want to pull up my wiring diagrams because make sure, yeah, same thing. Wet, fouled out. See about this other side. Maybe it's dumping a lot of fuel. I don't know. Out of time. Maybe. Oh yeah, that one's just as bad. It's pretty bad. I think it might be, I don't know if they, see, I gotta look at the different ones. It's probably a cross blow, but it's a flat back. These are just fouled out. We'll go in and clean them up. Oh yeah, and the right plugs, L77 JC4. I like the QL77 JC4s. They're going to be, it's a better resistive plug. These are kind of noisy. I'm going to actually see if I have any in there. I may not. I don't know. So that's the first thing. And then I'll get my spark checker, compression tester, just do a compression test and all that. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, well, I'm filling up the tub. And I got my spark checker out here. I got timing line. I got a remote start set up. But I noticed that this battery down here, you can see it, but it says 6 of 20. This thing is 5 years old. So I think the best thing to do is just do a battery test. So let's say battery test, standard flooded, but we need to figure out what this is. It somewhere hopefully would be written how many cold cranking amps and all that. Of course, the sticker's somewhere up here where we can't read it. 27 DCM Super Start. That's gonna be your O'Reilly's brand. 27 DCM. Alright. It says cold cranking amps is $675. Looked it up on their website. I'm gonna say no. Oh, state of health 17%. State of charge 25%. This is, we could check and just see that this could be the reason why the trim's not working. But yeah, this is a bad battery, so we don't want to use this. And you see it says bad replace. It's good to check them. You know right away. So I'll have to get out my battery. No sense even charging this one because he said he already charged it up. So, alright, well, got my battery charger out here. And I got my battery. So now what? I guess we can see if this thing's got spark. I thought I hit this trim again, see if maybe. Yeah, it's still not working. Yeah. Okay, so that's most likely a motor. I mean, it could be, you know, the line going to the motor. We can test that. We can have to dig in there and switch some lines around and see if it's a motor, or the motor does look pretty old. So I think the first thing I really want to do is just do a compression test. Because if it ain't got compression, it ain't gonna run. Just be careful with these spark plug holes, because so see what happens. Well, I can feel that bottom one. So almost, wow, almost 140. That is a lot. You see that? There's 120. That'd be 150. So we're looking about 135. It's pretty good. But then it might have a lot of oil, like oil and stuff in there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, 135. All right, 135. And we're gonna call that 135. Let me get my pen, write this down. I don't know what I did with my other pen. That one's 120. So we're down quite a bit. But it's still a very good, healthy motor. And it might be just because there's a lot of fluid in that other cylinder, so I can't really, I don't know, I can't really go by that, I think. And let's see what this one gives us, if I can get it around over here. Yeah, we're going to call that 120 as well. We can go and turn the key on. And I'm going to crank this and see if we get any sparkles. We're looking for here, 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 and here. This would be 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, we got spark on everything. Alright, so now we want to see where he has this timed at. Because I'm thinking it's not quite right. Alright, so now I got my number 1 plug wire. Let's get this out of the way. So that's not, it's not even close. So we're gonna adjust this. I don't think that he has this right. So I think maybe, give me a minute, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this all the way off so I can go forward and reverse. And they also have it's like 6 degrees. I'm gonna put a mark on the we'll do another mark right here at 0. Okay, and then yeah, let me get this all loose. I'm gonna get this cable. I'm gonna take this cable off. I don't think it's in the right place. I don't think it's even close. You can't even see what I was pointing at. I'm gonna get the throttle cable off. I don't think this is right at all. I think he's got this like completely backwards. So I think somebody moved this timing arm. that's right at 0. So now I need to do this to wide open throttle and see if this is closer. So what we need to do maybe is we'll go in some more with this until I get it to that mark. I could adjust it down. Yeah, I think that's too much. That's probably all right. So now if I go back to there, we're right on. So you don't have to adjust this. You know, if you wanted to do your wide open throttle, you could adjust that little jam nut down there. This has got to get tightened down now, because so anyway, somebody probably, you know, went monkeying around, and now it, you know, is what it is. It should theoretically, I don't know, I could throw the plugs back in it, I guess, see if it'll fire up, pump up the bulb, and because it wasn't anywhere near time. And I don't know, we could put the cable back on it. We're gonna adjust this cable though now because it's a little off. So I don't know, this is either 0 or 4 degrees. Most likely at 0. And it was well beyond that when I just checked it. It was like, you know, wasn't before top dead center or at top dead center, it was after. So that's not good. Alright, let's get this straightened out. Alright, well, I think we got this. Let's go start right up. It's a little hot. I think we ought to adjust our carbs a little bit. I'm not seeing it peeing yet. So yeah, I've not seen it peeing yet. So I don't know if we got, you know, mud dauber up in there or something like that. I'll go check it. I am gonna see if that resets it down a little. Oh, okay, well there. Okay, so it is peeing. That's good. So why are we so? It seems like it's leaned out. That's way too hot. I mean. Car problem. Let it run. Probably one thing it needs is to be ran. That seems right. If it times out, then it's either something in the fuel line. If that's kind of flat, then it picks up. So yeah, I'd take that, even though you replaced the, I'd replace it. I'd put a double pumper on there, get rid of that. I think probably these carbs were clean, but I don't know how well he did or didn't do, you know. It's running, at least it's doing that. See, it's starting to try to fall. It's almost like it's not getting enough pressure. Maybe that pulse limiter needs to come off of there, and then he can, you know, if you do a double pumper, you get rid of that. I think that's the problem. The fuel pump, see, it's dying because it can't keep up with the fuel consumption. Either the carbs are dumping fuel, or I don't know, something's happening there. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of fuel going down. I guess one thing we need to do is make sure it's charging, which I think he said he replaced this rectifier. So it doesn't feel hot, it's cooling. I don't know, you know, I don't like this. And he just took this piece and Like he just made something up. This piece would go back down inside the carb like it's supposed to. I don't see how, you know, that's working properly. And I don't see any fuel leaks, so either the floats are not set properly in the carbs, or it needs a double pump for fuel pump. So he got a few things he needs to kind of work out, and I think he probably do okay. Like, I can show him what he needs to do for this, you know, for this trim unit, and I don't know what else to say about it. Like, you know, the wires go all the way back up, and then they go to that little box down here. It's like how some of them are made, but it's pretty crazy. Maybe a new bulb. It could be a bulb or a line. I kind of doubt it. I don't know where we could check. Also, like, wherever it is, wherever he has his. Oh yeah, it's right here. Like, you know, if you can blow in this, make sure this is not clogged up or anything. Like I said, I don't like, he had this little thing on the, you know, over here, and he could put it back on if he wants. That's probably where it's going to get a blockage. And then also, like, you know, I don't know, turn this off. We're at 60% on our battery here, so I'm going to charge this up, because I used it, is what I'm trying to say. And it was a little low when I started, but that's fine. So, you know, all these things are just like so many little details you got to look at. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I can call him and try to figure out what all he wants me to fix or not fix. Like I said, he's kind of mechanically inclined. He couldn't get the, you know, the timing set right. And now we got that all set, he should be good to go. He could probably go use it. But he's got a problem with this trim. So to get this back up, I'm gonna have to close the manual relief valve to get it to raise. And well, I set that little piece down somewhere that he had for his, there it is. He had this just like screwed in there, which I think that would cause even higher pressure. I kind of don't like that. And it's just kind of stuck in there. I don't know. I mean, it's open, so, you know, if that's what he wants, that's fine. Sometimes, like on these, what you can do is you can go ahead and put your line through, and then put a piece of a tie wrap on this side, and then put a tie wrap on the other side, and they won't pop out on you. But anyway, that's how he had it, so I'm gonna put it back that way, and then figure out, you know, well, what do we want to do? See, that's like low lane to me. I don't think this has fast start, but it could. He said his kill wire wasn't working, but the reason it wasn't working is because our black wire right here came undone. That's all that was. Anyway, I think it's just going to die out again. So, alright, well, we got all that fixed, and that was a good day. So, now what? I'm kind of hungry. Get some food. Foodicals, as Chucky would say. Thanks for watching all the way through. You're part of our awesome community. Love this video? Hit subscribe for more adventures. The best way to support us is at hawkeyemarine.net. Shop outboard powerheads, lower units, and top quality boat parts. It fuels our content and keeps you on the water. Visit today. We'll see you next time.